I'm starting to understand the genesis of why Ghanaians have inferiority complexes whenever Nigerians are involved in their entertainment.
I'm back again.
Let's have a serious conversation. Charlie, do you believe me when I say I'm tired of my people? Just say, my bre by now, Nigeria as a nation must be tired of Ghanaian artists. And it's a fact because, Charlie, 1 minute Ghana popularized this, Ghana made this popular, Ghana invented this, and Nigeria took over. Or whenever you are doing something and you get Nigerians involved, they take in charge. Always blaming the things you can't have. And I say, always complaining about the things you can't have just because Nigeria has made it, and I say, has been able to make it successfully on the global market. Just say, don't you get tired? Instead of you complaining, show action. But my people will rather complain than show action. And then wonder why your friends, the industry is still stuck in the dirt. So right now, when Ghanaian artists go for interviews on radio stations or anywhere, even when a Ghanaian artist go for interviews, your friends saying, at a YouTuber studio, at this moment, and I say currently, you can predict what questions they will ask this IFN, this artist. Ghanaian media seems incomplete without mentioning Nigeria. It's as if radio presenters can't ask artists questions about the Ghanaian music industry without bringing Nigeria as a nation into this conversation. For example, Sarkodie had an interview before his Rapaholic concert in Kumasi. He discussed Nigeria. Recently, Keche had an interview on a radio station wanting to promote his song called Pana. He discussed Nigeria. Yesterday, Sarkodie went on an interview at a radio station. What did he discuss? He discussed Nigeria. And I say, they discussed Nigeria. Like, is it possible for Ghanaian radio presenters to interview a Ghanaian artist without bringing Nigeria into the conversation? And I said, without bringing Nigeria into the conversation, this interview, will be empty? Because actually, I don't get it. Yesterday, Sarkodie had another interview at a radio station. And guess what? They discussed Nigeria. When I once said Nigeria is the oxygen of Ghanaian entertainment industry, some Ghanaians came talking about how I was speaking nonsense. But this alone, proves my point, because there's been a couple instances of where Ghanaian entertainment pundits needs to involve Nigeria in their discussion. Meanwhile, what they are discussing about, Nigeria has no space in there because it is about the Ghanaian entertainment industry only. So why you bring up Nigeria in the discussion? This shows that my point, what I said about Nigeria being the oxygen of Ghanaian entertainment industry, is right. I have a question. I hope I will get an answer. Like, I've been asking myself for a couple of days now, and as I've been asking myself this question for a couple of days now, and after I came across what Sarkodie said, and I said Sarkodie's interview, I'm like, okay, let me throw this question at you. Maybe someone with functioning brain cells can answer me this question. Why is it that Ghana always feel the need to attach its name to anything Nigeria has successfully shown and has introduced to the world? Bro, last year it was 30 December. Ghanaians came around talking about how they invented it because they realized that actually the world is talking about it, and heavyweight stars touched down in Nigeria, and this 30 December occasion as a celebration made it into the global stream, onto the mainstream, if you get it. So they came out talking about how they invented it. The same thing they did with your friends saying Afrobeat. Afrobeat they said, fella came to Ghana, came to learn music from Ghanaians, later on brought Afrobeat from Ghana to Nigeria, and Nigerian artists then jumped on it and made it popular. This Afrobeat, who invented this, who popularized it back and forth, no Charlie, it went to sleep, until yesterday that Sarkodie and I said this radio presenter decided to bring this this discussion back once again. I'm like, Charlie, don't you get tired? Why do Ghanaians always, and I say Ghanaians in the entertainment space or Ghanaian artists act like there isn't any serious issues in the industry they should rather worry about? And I say they should try to solve instead of fighting over the inventor of Afrobeats. Meanwhile, the internet says everything else. It isn't from you. So during the interview, this is what the presenter asked Sarkodie about Afrobeats. Oh, they listen, and I'll be right back.
But sometimes when conversation of Afrobeats up, I know, so the likes of DJ Abrantier, yourself, Fuso DG, yes. R2Bs. At a point in 2009 thereabout, there were stages that you you mounted. But now when the conversation about Afrobeats comes up, as a Ghanaian artist, so you didn't even play a part in it. How does it make you feel?
Now let's listen to Sarkodie's answers and explanation about who popularized Afrobeats, and I say who invented Afrobeats. His submission was in Twi. When I get back, I will translate and then add my 1 or 2 cents to whatever he said and back up with what I found on the internet and bounce. Listen.
Knowing very well that we were the pioneers to this.
Sometimes we
championing
have to correct,
the sound.
We have to even correct history. I brought Abranti on stage. I don't know if you saw when I did the 2 nights with composers. But in the past stage, ever celebrating, because I had to make them understand. No credit say. You might offend, but yes, I'm trying to offend my people. Your neighbors, when you do something that they come in, they take charge of it. So that's why I would want to also push it out there and say the whole ecosystem, not just musician. I want to call for Obisa Abranti Ghana Nino war or call a good position. He was able to secure me to do the Indigo. He was able to put, I think, out to be same thing. Or to me, I didn't know we had people who were there. Almost shemu or more push my nyame no nim there at all, no, but unyane situation, no. Then it was a window for Yenya to get in. Can you imagine if he was still active at this point? And I'm sure we all know land the minute Shatawale needs to seconds there. So sometimes we need people like that in there. Yeah, artists now we can try, but with creative people it's a bit hard. But with people, whether being media or executives, directors or more promoters near there, they can build that energy back. So we are praying that there will be a new generation with a new approach that can change the industry. But we are ever ready.
The radio presenter said Ghanaian artists are the pioneers of Afrobeats. Like they are the first to do this Afrobeat genre. And he mentioned that whenever this Afrobeats conversation comes up, Sarkodie is not included. Charlie, Sarkodie, please. Are you an Afrobeats artist? No. You are a rap artist, a hip life artist. So why do you want to be included in this Afrobeat conversation? This is the first point. That doesn't make sense to me. So during Sarkodie's submission, he mentioned DJ Abrantier, who is a Ghanaian, suggesting that he is the one who popularized Afrobeats. He said that he once brought DJ Abrantier on stage during a show in London just to remind people of the history of Afrobeats, and also added, whenever you do something in entertainment and involve Nigerians, they tend to take charge of it. Hey! Whoa! With this mindset, Like, a betche, to be frank, a betche till the Ghanaian industry will even hit a spot Nigerian music industry has reached. Because, okay, that might be the reason why whenever Nigerians are involved in something Ghanaians are doing, Ghanaians complain. It's making sense to me because at the beginning, I didn't understand why whenever Nigerian gets involved, Ghanaians tend to complain. Nigerian dashed your friend saying, announce money for your friend saying promoting his song. Ghanaians complained. Your friend saying Ghanaians will host, and as a Ghanaian artist will host a show and bring Nigerian artists onto the show. Ghanaians will complain. Whenever Ghanaian artists do something and bring Nigeria and get Nigerians involved, Biana, when you check social media, Ghanaians are complaining. This be the inferiority complex people been talking about. They don't want to involve them because in their mind, when they involve them, they will take charge of it. They will overtake it. This is why they tried play Ghana, but it backfired. Right now, I'm starting to understand the genesis of why Ghanaians have inferiority complexes whenever Nigerians are involved in their entertainment, not the industry, or let me say industry. Film actors and actresses, Ghanaian film actors and actresses, the same. Once Nigerians tap in, hey, they are shaking because the giants will take over, will take in charge, or will take charge of it. Let me put it like this. I hope it was right English in this way, so that some Ghanaians won't come along or won't come over talking about, and you don't even know how to form sentence. Charlie Yeding. I'm understanding this. At first, I found it difficult to understand. Sarkodie has made it clear. Like, he has exposed the mentality Ghanaian artists have when Nigerians are involved. According to Sarkodie, because DJ Abrante stopped being active in entertainment, especially in matters related to Afrobeats, after he suffered a stroke in 2017, it gave Nigerian artists the chance to dominate the Afrobeat scene. Like this stroke, Sarkodie didn't say it in his interview. I did my background checks and found out what really happened to DJ Abrante. But let me tell you something. Like, Sarkodie wants me to believe that if DJ Abrante hadn't stopped being active in entertainment because of the stroke, the world would have realized and recognized Ghana as the country that popularized and invented Afrobeats. This is how I understood his submission. Because he said, as soon as DJ Abrante made a way open because of his illness, Nigerians took over. I didn't know much about DJ Abrante. I didn't even know who DJ Abrante is. Let the truth be told. But from how Sarkodie spoke about him, it sounded like, Charlie, this DJ Abrante be someone that is deep involved in the Ghana entertainment industry. So I decided to check the internet, and this is what I found out about him. DJ Abrante, aka Abrante Boateng, is a radio and television presenter, club DJ, and event promoter. He is known professionally as DJ Abrante, the pioneer of the Afrobeats movement, who branded and launched the world's first ever Afrobeat show on UK radio on 11th April 2011. Let me break it down. DJ Abrante didn't invent the genre Afrobeats, nor did he even popularize it. The only thing he did was he branded the first saying Afrobeats. Like, he added the S to it to have a title for his show. Like for the Afrobeat show, which occurred every weekend from 1 a.m. from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. That's where he airs African music. But before DJ Abrante, or before he even started his show called Afrobeats, the brand mark Afrobeats, First saying Nigerian artists were doing Afrobeats. This show I'm talking about, almost saying DJ Abrantian, and that's Afrobeats with DJ Abrantian, was founded in 2011, and Afrobeat was happening already. What did I say? Like I said, he branded the name, and I said he is the first to bring up the name Afrobeats with the S. But that doesn't mean he popularized the genre, because this genre was there before his show. And Sarkodie talking about, or not say bringing his name into this conversation, doesn't make sense. What did I say? Because if he had said Charlie, he organized an Afrobeat show, this and that, and brought our Ghana artists on the show to help show the world that Ghanaian artists also do Afrobeats, I would understand. This submission would make sense. But claiming say Ghanaians popularized it because of him. No, they actually, they make sense. Like I said, Sarkodie is not even an Afrobeats artist. So why is he trying to add his name to the people that do Afrobeats? And I said to the artists that do Afrobeats. Telling Sarkodie sometimes you do rush. His explanation didn't even add up, and he wasn't bold enough to even say, Charlie, we did it. Ushai, if you watch the interview during the conversation, the whole conversation headed to a different direction. It weren't centered around the friend saying who popularized Afrobeats anymore. It was about organizing a friend saying concerts in the diaspora, this and that. Charlie, let's hang it up. Let's forget this topic. They need. What do I say? Because if you pass left, like the evidence that will pop up, won't even back up your claim. Won't back up your claims that you popularized or invented it. If you pass right, the evidence that will show up, will prove you otherwise. So why don't you just hang it up and focus on something important, something that will bring the internet, something that will bring the industry forward? Because, bro, right now, the industry, the Ghanaian industry is tearing apart like wet toilet paper. Instead of focusing on what or how you could do, and I said what you could do to bring the industry that been dead since John the Baptist back to life, you are rather focused on who popularized a genre which most of your artists are copying. How does this make sense? If you ask the world, I won't say a specific country, Charlie, ask the world. Name me top, I won't say even top 3 your friends Afrobeats artists. Guess what? The world will name artists from Nigeria. Charlie, your artists that are claiming said they popularized Afrobeats, you even see them in the top 1.5. You got to flip the pages. You got to flip the pages to even find their name on the script, and I said on the sheet. So what are you talking about, bro? Just say Ghanaian artists tend to blame. It's either they are blaming someone for their fuck-ups, they are blaming Nigeria because Charlie, they tend to take charge of everything. It's either they are blaming Nigeria, complain about how Nigerians have made it and they are not, instead of working. And now I say, seeking for, your friend is saying, help. Charlie, you have reached a point where say, Charlie, without the help or instructions of Nigerian artists, the industry will never make it. And some of your artists have said it, say, Charlie, even Kelvin Boy said it, to make it overseas, he got to sound Nigerian. Kojo Black, his song, excellent, and sounded Nigerian. I didn't even know he was Ghanaian. What did I say? So seek the right people for help instead of complaining about them or blaming them. Meanwhile, they are minding their business and they are doing what's better for them, and they are doing what will bring will raise their industry to the spot no one will reach. Why don't we do the same? Rather than always trying to claim a title and name that isn't ours. That even the world knows, say, Charlie, this can never be Ghanaians. This can only be Nigerians' title, name, whatever they invented or popularized. So come on, don't you get tired? Me, that's not even in the industry crowd. I'm tired of you people. How much more you that's deep in the industry? Bro, don't you get tired of circling around the same arguments? You want to always attach your name to Nigerian success. Bro, back in the days when hip life was booming, even in Nigeria, they have commented it several times. Charlie, back in the days, hip life was booming in Nigeria like hell. Did you see any Nigerian come around talking about how they invented it or even popularized it? No. Because they know, say, Charlie, hip life be from Ghana. What they say? They didn't want to waste their energy trying to claim something that isn't theirs. So they left it like that. So why don't you also keep the same energy and leave this who invented Afrobeat, who popularized Afrobeat to the corner? Because, Charlie, you can't win this war and you will never win this discussion. Let's focus on something else. In case the people at the back didn't hear me loud and clear, let me repeat myself. DJ Abrante, the person Sarkodie brought into this discussion, didn't invent Afrobeats, nor did he even popularize Afrobeats with his show. Before his show, Afrobeat was still was being done by Nigerians. What did I say? Like I said, if he had said, he with his show he made Afrobeat artist from Ghana popular, I would say yes, because his show started 2011. Nigerian artists had already created this sound. The only thing DJ Abrante invented was Afrobeats. In 2011, for him to give his show a title, he said Afrobeats. So this Afrobeat title included Ghanaian artists, Nigerian artists, like African artists. That was what he did. But when it comes to the genre there, Charlie, the truth is clear. We shouldn't waste our energy, bruh. What did I say? So stop trying to claim something that doesn't belong to you. What did I say? So at this point, I hope I have made it clear, and I hope I was loud, clear, and understandable. What did I say? So right now it's on to you. Drop your opinion in the comment section. Like this video, tag a friend to tag a friend, share if you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed. Charlie Oga, I've been seeing you. You always come, watch, and go without subscription. You drop your comment, your constructive comment, but you don't subscribe. Why? We'll see you live, eh? Charlie, make you no vex me. Today they my PG come. But it's all fun though. So in case you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed out there, if you haven't created an account out there, create an account because of me. For the love of talk about and for the love of ruthless. So punch the subscription button and turn on the notification bell and write your comments. What do I say? For the video to be recommended to other people, for them to come learn sense on my channel. Because so on my channel, I don't only react to issues. I dig deep to find the truth and the lie, and then come up here to break it down and chop it up like a butcher. Y'all know what it is. I go by the name Ruthless once again. Peace.